Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Shaman King episode number 52 reaction, and this is the final episode of Shaman King the anime. Okay, the previous episode we are almost at the end battle. First of all, the battle with Silva happened, which was kind of short. I think they probably did not have enough time to put more stuff into it or something, or maybe I don't know. Maybe the manga also didn't have much stuff, so it was a little bit, I have to say, disappointing because I was expecting a bit more with the fight of Silva versus Yo. But it's okay, it was a good fight, and yeah, that's how we roll with it. And then the interesting part comes up after that, where we fight with Rutherford, and there's a few interesting things we got to know. There is, number one, the aliens came and they taught us a lot, the patch efficiency, a lot of things. And for example, the Oracle Bell is one of the things that was made by the aliens that they taught us. And after getting injured, the alien who was stranded on Earth, uh, he lived happily for the few days that, and died of natural death. I think that's what they said. So yeah, that was that. So that was like an interesting thing we got to know from that section. And while that was happening, Anna and his her crew tried to come to the Mu continent to give the great elemental spirits, because the Gandhara has collected them. During that time, Hao becomes Shaman King and takes away all the souls that he wants to properly preserve with himself, so that he can destroy the world, make the world again. By that time, all the people that Hao considers are worthy enough, they will be with him in that inner, greater spirit part. So that's why he took all the Gandharas, everyone that he deemed worthy, and took their souls, which helped us out in a way. We could say that since the elemental spirits were also with them at that moment, everything kind of mixed up, and Yo and his his friends were able to get, each and everyone were able to get the elemental spirits, the great elemental spirits. And now we can fight against How properly. And this will be the final battle, because How has the backing of the great spirit. Yeah. And yeah, so we'll see what happens here. And this is the final battle, the epilogue, the conclusion, and everything will probably be in this episode. So I'm looking forward to how this ends, and let's see what happens. And I've said this before as well, I know, Shaman King Flowers is going to have a release, and I'll definitely check that out and react to that as well when it comes out, but that's for the future. So yeah, let's get started with this then. This is episode number 52 of Shaman King, the final episode. So yeah, I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Yep. Sublime. Whoa! Oh, this is the one we see in the opening. Okay. Yeah, it's like a placeholder or whatever. Ultimately, what is that? Is that the sun? Yep, I was right. Ah, versus the universe. Damn. Sun surface. Oh. Okay. Crimson gas. Wow, he's literally using the sun to fight us. Damn, Ice Age. Wow, oh my god. This is literally the universe versus the earth, as he said. Yeah, earthquake? Or what? Oh no. Oh great. Yeah, oh my god. Okay, okay, yeah, makes sense. What can the earth do? Okay. Oh my god, is this the Big Bang or something? Oh, oh no. It's a Big Bang, isn't it? Or supernova, okay. Wow, alright. Yo, you guys are naked. What the hell's happening? We're not seeing the elementals. Black hole? Oh my god. Black hole. Great. Ah! Wow. Vector. I don't think it's possible to, yeah. Exactly. It even takes up light. Earth's gravity can do anything. All down to the part. Okay, yeah, that's true. Like it depends on the heart. Like this is not like this wouldn't happen according to the scientific. What the? How the hell did he come here? Is that the? Wait, how is he here? Is it? Oh, okay, interesting. Oh my god, everyone's here. Yeah, well, they're dead. Nothing they can do but do. This is all they can do now. Yeah. Yo. Yeah, everyone's here. Oh, okay, oh my god, these guys. Wait, wait, who's this? Oh, is it the mom and dad? Oh, is that That's Lyserx. Yeah. Yeah, all the souls were inside the fire spirit. Like, you're the one who. Wasn't it him? Because he kept their souls. I forgot her name, that girl. Wait, who? Anna, okay, yeah. Ah! What the hell is this? I feel like how himself did this, didn't he? Oh, Marco's here. Wow. Oh my god. Yeah, these two. Wait, is that John? um. Oh my god. He is not happy at all. Ah, luckiest and all. Also, hmm. Whoa! Oh, he took it out. He took it. I was just saying this. Like, wasn't he the one who kept their souls safe? That fellow. Who? Wait, who's this? Oh, this is. What's his name? Opa. No, Ohachio. His name is Ohachio, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay, so. Oh, same commune as the. Oh, your own soul kept you apart. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. But it kept him apart from his mom. Wavelength. Are you? Wait. Oh. Yeah, that's. Wait, I also thought Matamune was the reason. Okay, never mind. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Is it because they're in the? No, what? Oh. All right. Rock. Oh. Oh yeah. Just as I lost my power. Okay. Yeah, like I remember, like that whole section where, like, reading it, that in return of. Okay, I'll talk about it later. Yeah. Unless and until he. Okay, is the mom here? Yeah. OSGS, Oversoul Great Spirit. And I'm pretty sure that's what's his name? Yo son. He'll be in, there you go. Wait, what is that Ryu? What happened to him? Okay, this is a time skip. Legendary warriors. Okay, he has Anna's hair, but wait, is that Hororo? No, who is that? Lyserk. I think that's Hororo, isn't it? Oh, is that Chocolate? Chocolate! Ah! Wow, look at Chocolate! They changed completely. Wow. That's Hororo. He looks like a delinquent, Hororo. Wait, what? Oh yeah, the things that he did before. Yeah. Okay, where are the other? Is that? Wait, is that Ren's son, or who? What is it, daughter? Wait, who did Ren marry? That's Ren, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god. His name is Men? Okay, who did he marry? Look at the kid. Yeah. Ooh, man. Whoa. Wait, what? Wait, really? Okay, I was not expecting that. I cannot. How they have changed. Okay, what happened after that? Can we? Okay, here we go. Yep, she looks completely like Anna. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Well, that's a way to lose. Oh my god. Here we go. Uh. Hmm. Wow. Yeah. Uh, hmm. Yeah. He again called him. All right. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, there they are. Damn. Wow, the way they've changed. Wait, were they not together? Oh my god. So they were not together. They were. Oh, Mickey. Wait, is that Tamao? Oh, yeah, he was the chef. Wait, is that the Hanagumi? Where's Manta? centimeter taller. Okay, there he is. Okay. There he is. Is that how? Yep. Oh, Matamune. There he is. Wow. Okay, I'm very satisfied with the ending. I'm satisfied with the ending. Oh boy. Now I'm guessing this is going to continue in Flowers. We're going to get to see more of. I think his name was Asakura Hana. Hana, I think that was his name. So we're going to resume from there in Flowers, I'm guessing. Which I'm also looking forward to, like how this is going to go. Like, you know what like? I don't know, like this thing of like this is a thing of shonen animes and everything where there's like a goal, like always in the beginning of the show there's like a goal. Oh, I'm going to become this, and like it kind of follows that goal, and in the end we see that person reaching that goal. For example, Naruto, I'll become a Hokage. And what else? One Piece, I'll become the Pirate King. And just like that, this show also had a goal. I'll become the Shaman King. But the thing here is, okay, is that the end? Yeah. The thing here is that here, Yo did not become the Shaman King by the end. It was Hao who became Shaman King in the end. And which is something that I feel like is a good conclusion, because if Yo became the Shaman King, he would have died. I wouldn't say died, but he would become like a bystander to the world. He was going to be the protector, the overseer of the world. So he wouldn't be able to live his life. And as if you remember in the previous episode, Yo talked about how he wanted to see the future of humans. And to do that, and he wanted to see his people, his family, friends happy. And to do that, he needed to be present alongside with them. So if he becomes a Shaman King, that wouldn't happen, which would be a sad conclusion. So how becoming the Shaman King make gave Yo that opportunity to keep living in this world and being with the people that he loves. And in a way I would say this is a very satisfying conclusion, because I feel like the goal, which was the final goal, that is becoming the Shaman King. I think that this is the only anime that I would be like, all right, you know what, it's better that he did not become the Shaman King. He can keep living his life with the people he loves. And I'm glad that this is the way it ended. Okay, so it was a great, I have to say, even though they kind of rushed everything in by the end of it and all, I enjoyed the first part of the what do you call it, anime was very enjoyable. Obviously, it kind of did everything. I feel like everything was done properly. It properly adapted everything, but in the end it tried to kind of rush the whole thing, which was kind of a little bit, one or two episodes I felt that, yeah, this could have been done in a little better way if they had enough time or budget. But here in the final episode, I'll say, yeah, I'm satisfied with this. This the ending was, I very much like the ending, and I'm very content with the way this ended, and I'm very happy to see all of them grown up. That's another thing I'm happy to see. So, and I was also happy to see that Hao was also able to get closure to everything, and he was also saved. So okay, this episode, it starts with how battling our our friends Yo and his friends. Now, here, Hao says that since I'm the Shaman King, I have the greater spirits, help with me. I am the universe, while you people are the five great elemental spirits. So you are the earth. So this is literally earth versus the universe. And it was interesting to see that how he basically was just using using all the different like what do you call it, like science fiction, like things that are like we get to know in science fiction, for example supernova, black hole, and like comet, meteor, all these things. Like it is like some kind of these what do you call them, like things that are like from space, outer space. He was using all of that, while our our group was using things from the earth, and they were trying to stop it. For example, Ren used magnetic force or whatever that was. Yeah, like magnet force, I think. While like Ice Age, Horo Horo, and I think Lyser, yeah, they used Ice Age, which were like things from Earth, while he was basically using meteor, comets, supernova, all these things. And Yo was like, all right, what should I do? Like like I can use earthquake, I guess, since I have earth spirit, but what will earthquake even do? And then he used attraction, which I'm guessing probably some kind of like some other kind of, probably like some other, like what do you call it, Earth's gravity or something. That's probably what he used at that moment. So this battle was very unique, and I have to say I really enjoyed that battle, that whole battle. And so when he used the black hole, and when everything was like sucked in, and like everyone's like, oh, like what are we going to do now? And I think Yo used his, yeah, Yo was like, I'm going to use my own gravity to pull us back. But then How was like, oh, it's impossible, like, which was something that I also thought at that moment. I was like, it's not possible. Like, how can Earth's gravity defy a black hole's gravity? A black hole's gravity even sucks in light. So it's impossible to do something. And How was also saying the same thing. But then I realized that this is not actually like actual scientific things. These are stuff that they're doing from, like by using their spiritual, like spirit allies. And like Yo was using the spirit of earth, while How was using the greater spirit. So this is not like a natural phenomenon that's happening. Like obviously if it was a natural phenomenon, obviously Earth's gravity would lose to it. But since this is related to like these powers, these Furyoku and all that, this fully depended on their heart and their wills. So when Yo said that, no, like we will be able to do that because this is something different, I was like, okay, it makes more sense, because it is impossible for any kind of gravity or anything to oppose Earth's like a black hole's gravity. It's impossible. But since this is related to like Furyoku, it is possible. However, unless like if your heart is strong. And yeah, okay. So all of these was happening. So within that time, Manta comes in on the train, and they kind of explain the train being like a chain of bonds or whatever, and the souls, and that was how the train was able to come here. And here How starts saying that, oh, how is this possible, how are they here? But I'm like, wasn't he the reason why this happened? Like, he himself said in the previous episode that oh, I like kind of picked the souls that I deemed worthy enough, and I took their souls with me. Now I'm going to destroy the world, and you guys will be here with me. And like, so that you guys don't suffer. Like, I think that was the whole point of this thing. Like, that's why How, like up until now, whoever the people he deemed worthy, all their souls were in the like in the spirit of fire, wasn't it? And like all the spirits, like for example, that girl as well, the one we saw later on, who was killed by How, in that shaman tournament. To remember, it was quite a while ago that happened. I forgot the girl's name. who we kind of helped in the shaman tournament, and when we went away, how came and killed her. That girl who we saw in this episode, she as well, like, she was someone who how killed a long time ago. Not long, but like, I'm talking about the anime in itself. It was like, I think, like the 22nd or the 23rd episodes, quite a long time ago. And even that person as well was able to come back here, because probably Spirit of Fire had all the souls in it, and she was someone who was deemed worthy by How. So all of them were with. He was the one who made them this opportunity, didn't he? And they're here now. Like, is like, I was like, why is he saying this? Wasn't he the reason that they're here now? And I guess it's probably he was not, like, accepting the fact that he was the one who kind of allowed them to be here, or he was the one who trusted them, deemed them worthy. Maybe he was not accepting that himself. That's why he was continuously saying that, why are they here? Because I think that was the whole point of how taking their souls prior to destroying the world, so that they could be here, while the other people, like obviously they'll suffer, but then he'll start the world anew, while us, the people who he deemed worthy, would be free of any pain, like, like hunger, sickness, all that. It's basically like, oh, you are enlightened, you are deemed worthy, so you'll be here with us, and nothing is going to bother you. So, and that is basically the reason why they were able to come here. That's at this moment. And all the people that he deemed worthy were here, like even the moms, like, the parents and all. And like, we get to see all of them one by one. Like, I think this is the first time we actually see Chocolove's mom and dad. Yeah. And this is also the first time I think we see Lyserg's parents. And like, all of this was happening. Anahol was here, Anahol's brother. Okay, yeah, the Exos were also here. They kind of made like a chain and tried to stop, like, them going to the black hole, going inside the black hole. And then they shot a bullet, which was not a bullet, which was Maiden inside it. Maiden jumped out and used Shamash. And okay, Luckis was also there. Yeah, Luckis comes in after that. All the other people who he, like Brocken, and all the other people who were his allies, they were also there. Hanagumi was there. Opacho was there. Now here's the thing. Like, Opacho jumped down, and she said, like, I'm going to become a star to help you. And I think that was the reason why How took down the black hole. Otherwise, Opacho would have been sucked into it. And then we see Gandhara, and the Gandharas are here. And here again, How asks them, like, how are you trespassing here? And then comes in Ohachio. Now, okay, I think I said this before as well. Like, I kind of read like a not read, but like saw like a little video where I got to know about Ohachio. And as far as I remember, like, Ohachio liked How because of his, like, the way he was different from the other humans. But the thing is that, as, like, as time goes and as hatred starts building up within How, like, and which obviously is not his fault, it was the people's fault, the greedy people and all, they're like, like, he started losing that purity of a human, and started becoming like the other people as well, with hatred, anger, so, like, like all these things. And I think, like, that's, as far as I understood, that was also the reason why he wasn't able to see Ohachio after that, like, from that point onwards, which is kind of, like, elaborated here as well, where we get to know that How wasn't able to see his mom's soul as well, because of the change in wavelength. And I'm guessing that was also another reason why he stopped seeing Ohachio and Ohachio went away. Ohachio said that I liked you because you were different, but now looking at you, you are becoming the same as those humans that you hated. You're also becoming a human. And um I think that's when he started to gain his ability to look into people's thoughts, like from when Ohachio went away, that point onwards. And now here they kind of point out that, oh, you cannot hear other people's thoughts. Anna pointed that out. And how is this possible? And then he realizes that Ohachio is here. He can see Ohachio. That means like their wavelength is again coming back together, and that's why I'm guessing that ability also went away to look at people's heart, because he doesn't need to anymore. And as far as I could understand, this was not like a special ability which was like, listening to other people's feelings. It's just a thing which everyone has. Like everyone looks at people's face and kind of try to predict what they're thinking. And it was just that Anna and How they were more sensitive to it, because they were subjected into that type of an environment when they always had to look at other people and think of what they're thinking so that they can adapt themselves and like make a good impression. And that's why they were able to get to hear other people's thoughts. Anna lost that power after she met Yo, because after meeting Yo, she was able to get what do you call it? Like was able to what can I say? Like her inner thing changed, and she she started, I guess, that power of trying to think of what people are thinking. That power started fading away because she met Yo, but that didn't happen to How, because he never met anyone like that after that point onwards. So I guess that's why that power was still within him. Like I don't know if I'm properly understanding this. If I'm wrong about any kind of any portion, please correct me down. And that's why again here, since here is all the people who he trusts and who he believes, and this is inside the greater spirit, he probably this was the one time he probably didn't think that I need this power anymore. So he lost that power again, didn't he? And that's why he wasn't able to read the minds, and that's why Ohachio was able to come back again, because his wavelength started to become the same again. He started trusting everyone again, just like how he was before. And I think Ohachio also kind of says here, where he says something about okay, how can't read minds anymore, question mark. There you go, because there's no longer any need to. Yeah, now you have no reason to work out what anyone else is doing. There you go. Okay, I was correct. That means, yeah, I was correct. So basically that's it. It was just a necessity that he that was the reason why he was able to read other people's minds. The same thing happened to Anna as well after meeting Yo. She didn't need any more reason to work out what others are feeling, because after she met How, she changed. Just like that, How, now that he is in this part where everyone who he trusts are here, you could say, he doesn't need any more reason to think what other people are feeling. That's why he lost that power, and his wavelength started becoming went back to the way where when he met Ohachio, and when he Ohachio preferred him and liked him, because he was not like the other humans, cruel, and that he's going back to that state again. And that's why Ohachio is back again. He can see Ohachio back again, or something like that. Like he's reverting back to that form again. Okay, before all else, you're surrounded by everyone's warmth. In short, there you go, you reverted to how you were when you met me. And there we get a little flashback to that kind-hearted, pure-souled way you started. There you go. So yeah, that's so I'm correct. That's basically what happened here. That was like the basic explanation. So basically, to stop that thing from happening, that is where he was able to get to know everyone else's thoughts, he just needed to trust people. That's like, I guess that's like the simple way you could explain this. Like, to stop that power from manifesting or whatever, or to keep going, he needed to start trusting people. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to do that after all the betrayals, or all the cruel things he went through. His his heart went to such a place where that never happened. That's why all the time he was always getting what other people were thinking. But now that he's in this section, as Ohachio said, you're surrounded by everyone's warmth. You don't need any reason to think what other people are thinking. He started reverting back to that part, like that kind-hearted how. And that's how Ohachio appeared again in front of him, and his mom as well later on. So okay, that's basically the easiest explanation of this whole thing. Okay, and in the in the final section we see and how is like, all right, so then where is my mother? Like, since, as Ohachio says, his wavelength is similar now, that's why he would be able to see his mom. So wait, it's like, I feel like this is a huge, like, this whole thing was because of a huge misunderstanding. Like, not misunderstanding us per se, because everything that happened to how happened in real. But I'm saying that up until now he also wanted to meet his mom, but he wasn't able to up until now. So he just needed to trust people and believe in them, and bring his wavelength, soul's wavelength, back to that kind-hearted person. If he was able to do that, then nothing like this would have happened. He would have met his mom way earlier, and his mom would have probably slapped him, and he would he would be able to calm himself down and not hate humans after that onwards. Like, that would have happened. Like, the thing that happened today would have happened way earlier, if somehow he was able to keep his kind-heartedness, or something like that. And he wouldn't also lose Ohachio, neither would he lose, not lose, but he would also be able to meet his mom way earlier, and all of these things wouldn't even have happened. But as they say, even though all of these happened, by the end of it, he is the Shaman King now, which is a good thing. And also, all the people, or everyone here, was grew to the people they are now. Their mental growth, their normal growth, it all happened because of all of this that has been going on for so many years. And anyways, yeah, so in the end, the mom comes out, and then we go back to kind of get a little time skip. And now let's talk about the time skip. We meet Asakura Hana. And we can see Ryu is there. I was like, what the hell, Ryu? He's like, he's in such a casual outfit, and oh my god. Okay, I feel like Ryu was probably the one who is the most similar to the way he looked like before. Other than that, everyone else has changed. For example, Horo comes in. Horo looks like some kind of a delinquent in some school or something. The way he is, the way he talks and everything, and he comes in first, and Hana just kicks him, and then comes Chocolove. Chocolove has really changed. I wouldn't be able to recognize him at all if I did not know that that was Chocolove. And Lyzerg, you could say Lyzerg still looks the same, but he is a lot bigger and kind of more, yeah, bigger, taller. So yeah, these two have also very much changed. These three, and then they were talking about like Chocolate was in prison, and at first I was like, why was he in prison? And then I realized, okay, yeah, because he killed, what happened, so that's why. And Ren comes in. Ren has changed so much. and this is his son Men, and oh my god, he he has house eyes. He's very. I think he's younger than your son, isn't he? Yeah, he's younger than Hana. I think so. He looks like a toddler. Yeah. And okay, you know what? I can see now. Like, I can see the resemblance to Maiden. Like Men's resemblance to Maiden. I can see that now. And he comes in, and oh my god, like I was like, wait, who is the mom? And then they were talking about the hair and everything, and I'm like, what hair? Like, who would this even be? And then they called up Maiden, and I'm like, wait, Maiden? And then, like, you know what, Maiden's name never crossed my mind at all. And like, like I never thought, like, like Jun and Ren, I don't think they talked even once while in the show, like, so her name never came in my mind. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, okay, yeah, you're correct. She, like, Men looks completely like a Maiden. And yeah, and I don't know why it's his name is Men. I'm guessing it's probably because Jun's Maiden's M and Ren's N. Is that why they gave him the name Men? Which, okay, I guess. Kind of a, I guess it's probably like, yeah, I guess is it like a, like a, what can I say, like a Chinese name? Like, is Men like a Chinese name? Because I'm pretty familiar with Japanese names and all, but I've never seen any Japanese name with Men. So I'm guessing it's probably like a Chinese name or something, isn't it? Let me know, because I feel like the name Men is like, it's not. I've never heard any Japanese character named Men. No, so it's probably Chinese. I'm not quite sure about this, but yeah. So all right, they were like in a diner and all, and yeah, there you go. She like, Men is younger than Hana. We could see that, like, he's basically, I'm guessing, probably 2 or 3 years younger. Not much, because I doubt Hana is that much old, but Hana can at least walk on his own now. He's that, like, an old that he could walk on his own. All right, so then we go back to the flashback again. Not flashback, but what happened there. Not Ren, sorry, Hao's mom comes, and everyone's like, oh my god, she looks completely like Anna. And just comes and apologizes to everyone. Like, please forgive my son for what he's done. And then slaps him. And I'm like, oh my god, what this this is the end. This is how the whole battle ends. Just all we needed was Hao's mom to come and just slap him. And that was all that was needed to stop him. So I don't know. I feel like this is a really, really unique way that this whole thing, and like literally a few scenes earlier, Hao was throwing, like, supernova and black holes towards us. Now the mom comes and just slaps him, and he's like, all right, maybe I'll not do that. He just calmed down after that, and oh my god, that scene was so unusual and so funny. Like, everyone else was also like, oh my god, how am I supposed to act now? Like, this is that how. So yeah, great. Oh my god. And a lot of good things that Hao's mom says here. First of all, she says that to hate people is to hate yourself. And oh my god, like, this whole section was so good. To forgive them is to save yourself. Like, this is such a thing that I feel like everyone knows, but They forget. This thing that the mom says. We all know this, but we forget. And then we again get reminded of it, and then we again forget. But the people who are able to remember this are the people who becomes like house mother, as his mom says, that your mother isn't the weak human you think he is. Like the weakness in our hearts make us forget that line, that hating others is hating yourself, and believing and forgiving others is the way to save your own self as well. Like this one thing, we know that most of us knows that, but most of us forget, and that makes us weak. That makes our heart, like our weakness of our heart makes us forget that. People who are able to remember that throughout their whole life are people who are actually strong, and house mom is one of them. You could say Yo is also one of them. You would also say that's what makes Yo so strong, like his internal heart. Okay, he says happiness and sadness, anger and hatred, carry all of them with you is to be human. If you're to be a king, first you must love people. Hmm. And yeah, that's like this is all that he needed. And then he was like, all right, you guys are talking so much big about how you're going to change the world and everything, so yeah, I will watch over you. I'll not go, I'll not fulfill what I was supposed to, what I was going to do. I'm not going to destroy the world, but I'm going to look over you as the Shaman King. Yeah. And you calls him brother. I was like, don't call me so familiarly because I am Shaman King. Then he was like, yes, brother. And okay. And all of this was happening, and then we kind of see Ren and all of them saying that, oh, like, and even after all of that, we were able to realize that this world is too big for us few of them to change it. And still now the world is kind of going towards destruction, you could say, and they weren't able to make a significant change as they thought they would be able to do on that day, on that point. But yeah, and then Yo comes in. And Yo says, Yo and Anna is also there, and oh my god, Yo, I don't know, I don't know who he reminds me of. Who does Yo remind me of? I have no idea, but he reminds me of someone. The huge, big, not big, but the long hair. Okay, Yo says that all the same we have to do something. That was my promise to him. And Anna looks kind of the same, like she became taller and all, but other than that, she's quite same. Yeah, Yo is a lot taller, and he looks good with long hair, I guess. And what Yo reminds me of? I can see it now a little bit. He reminds me of Gin from Hunter x Hunter, Gon's dad. I think that was his name. Yeah. Like, I don't know why, but like he has this type of a, what do you call it? Like a very, like the vibe that he's giving gives me like a feeling that he's probably someone who just travels around, you know, just going where the wind takes him. That type of a person. He gives me that vibe. I'm not sure if that's how he really is now, but he gives me that type of vibe, you know. So now another thing, we can see that Hana is actually meeting his parents after a long time, probably because he, Yo says, I'm sorry Hana, things kept coming up and we got delayed. So that means they probably came here a lot late, and Hana was like, it's meeting them after a long time. Hana just kicks him. Welcome home kick. Yeah. So okay, so was I'm guessing Yo and Anna were both like traveling the world or something. Something was happening, and Hana was here with Ryu, and probably Tama was also with him. Like taking care of him or something. Because in the end, we also get to see Tamao as well, and I yeah, that's probably Tamao because we could see her like spirit allies, the two of them, the Tanuki and the Kitsune, and we could see that Mikihisa is not alive, I think, anymore. Yeah, he probably, I don't know, who knows how he died. He didn't seem like someone who would die that early, but I don't know. But Yo and Anna doesn't seem that old. So I wonder what happened to Mikihisa. How did he die? Wait, now here's a question. So I think like everyone came back. That means all the people that we saw were dead. Like all of them are back. So that means Mikihisa also came back and then died, I'm guessing. Or I don't know. I'm guessing everything will be answered in flowers because there's still a few questions that were not answered. And okay, so the final section, as we can see Tamao. She's here. They're all fine. We see Ryu became the chef, just like he said. We can see the Hanagumi with us, the three girls. I'm guessing they're also probably, I don't know, like working for the Fumbari Onsen. Most probably. Now, Lyserg, and then we see Lyserg, Chocolove, Hororo just kicking Ren, and Manta comes in. Okay, we get barely any kind of like what do you say, like any kind of lead as to who is alive and who are still here. The few people we got to know are alive and well are the the Hanagumi, um Tamao, and that's it. Other than them, I don't think we have any idea about what the others are doing. Like I'm kind of curious about what happened to the Gandhara after that. I'm also curious about what happened to Marco. Is he back? The X-Laws, are they back as well? I'm kind of curious. Who else? Who else? Anahol, all of them. Are they also back? The girl who was killed by How? In the 20 or 20, that portion. The one I was talking about. Is that person also back? Another question. Is Red Seb and Serum's parents also back? That's another question I have. Like, that's one thing that I'm not so sure about. Because they died a lot earlier. So, probably not. Is Lizard's mom and dad back? That's also another thing, I think. Because they were there, present there as well. Chocolov's mom and dad also, are they back? Or are they still dead? But I think this, I remember them saying that they are going to be together with How, but the Hanagumi also said that. But the Hanagumi is back now, aren't they? I remember Hanagumi also saying like, "Oh, we will be with you" or something, and now I can see they're back. So maybe they are also back, or I'm not so sure. Like, yeah, I'm guessing we are going to get all of these explanations in flowers. Who else were there who I'm curious about? That are they back or not? The Patch Tribe are probably not back because they're going to be with How. Like, I saw that at that moment, and that kind of hinted that they will be with How. Wait, oh my god, what was her name? I forgot. What the hell? How did I forget her name? The little girl. Opacho, yeah, Opacho. Oh my god, I was mixing her name up with Ohachio again. Oh god, these two names are so confusing. Opacho, I'm also curious. Did Opacho come back, or did she? You know what? My guess would be Opacho will be with How. She probably wouldn't come back or something. I'm not sure. So these are like the questions that are kind of going through my mind. But most of the people we saw, they are, you know, like they're back. And yeah. So another thing, Manta says that he's actually working together to see how shamans and normal people would be able to exist together. And then in the end we see them just like, you know, having fun and like, you know, just like good friends. And we see how just standing on the rooftop looking at the world, and Masamune comes in, and yeah, that's how it ends. So I'm glad with the ending. As I said, I'm quite curious about who were the ones who came back and who are, like, you know, is with how. That's one thing I'm curious about. So yeah. And like, you know, if you like, you know, if it's not any spoilers, you can tell me, you know, in the comment section, because I don't think, like, you know, these are much spoilers, because I'm guessing flowers will kind of give me those answers as well. But that's like, you know, flowers will come in a long time later, and I currently have no plans on starting the manga because I'll be waiting for the anime in itself. When flowers starts airing, I'm going to react to that as well. So I'm not going to read the manga after this. So if it's not any spoilers, if you can let me know what happened to all the others, you know, because like it really I thought like Hanagumi and all of them will be with Hao after this. But since Hanagumi is back, then I'm thinking now maybe all the others are also back or something. You know, like for example, Marco and all of them. Uh, the main characters are back, you can see that, but I'm quite curious about that. So yeah. And other than that, yeah, I love this ending. It was nice, you know, it was nice to see that like there was not, like, you know, the final conclusion was not, oh, we battle each other, someone loses and the other person changes their mind, and yeah, happily ever after. It's not like that. I'm glad that this has a little interesting little not twist, I would say, but a unique way they kind of ended this, where the mom comes in and she, after like, you know, kind of coming into contact with her, how changed his mind by the end, and how was able to accept. And we can see how his heart also changed. And that was a unique way to end this, and I quite like that. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. This was my reaction to episode number 52, the final episode of Shaman King. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. So until then, goodbye and have a nice day.